So, I want to talk to you about a guy named Steve. Steve lost 10 kilos over a year and he still drinks alcohol every weekend. Do you want to know why? Well, that's the video I want to share with you today. Hey guys, what's going on? So, I've actually had a lot of questions asked about lately. Summer's coming up, I want to lose weight, I want to look good, but I don't want to give up drinking. And this is a big struggle for a lot of people because drinking is such an ingrained culture in Australian lives too. A lot of people, whether it be they have a job where they go out and have drinks at lunch with some clients, or they like to go out on a Friday and Saturday night. Now for me, I'm not personally a drinker. I don't drink, I don't think I need alcohol. I personally don't think people need alcohol because you should be able to have fun, enjoy yourself, and relax all without it, but that's my opinion. However, I'm not going to stop other people from drinking, and I want to support people to have a healthier lifestyle. So, I want to talk to you about this guy named Steven, who was one of my clients, and he's a big party animal, and he still is. And he loves to go out every weekend. He won't get super drunk as much as he used to, but he likes to go out and have a couple of drinks every single night. And over time, Steven's just made smarter changes. And I used to ask him at first, I'm like, what did you do on the weekend? Oh, I went out here and here. I got home at 4 in the morning and I was drinking. And then Saturday night, I was drinking. And then Sunday afternoon, I was drinking. And I was like, look, if you really want to achieve these results, you've got to cut out your alcohol. Not completely, but we've got to make small changes. So what we did is that we just slowly reduced the amount of alcohol he was drinking. So he still went out on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday night. But the best thing is that he was started to lose weight, and he was like, hey, I'm actually, I'm starting to make progress, and I'm still getting to drink alcohol. And I explained to him, I said, yeah, it's just because you're making these simple changes in your diet, like reducing the amount you're drinking, and also making other adjustments that really helped him start to lose that weight. So I want to share it with you guys. Now, the first thing you want to focus on is if you're going to drink, plan ahead of time. So if you're going to drink on a Friday or a Saturday or a Sunday or whenever you're going to drink, you need to know when you're going to do it, because what happens is if you go, all of a sudden, let's go out for drinks. Well, then if you haven't prepared ahead of time, it's going to be much harder for you to keep the weight off when you're trying to drink. So preparing ahead of time, just going, okay, organize with your friends. At least you know on a Thursday or a Wednesday that you're actually going to be going out on a Saturday night to have a couple of drinks. Once you're prepared ahead of time and you know when you're going to go out and drink, the next best thing is you take steps in place to be able to prepare for that. So you can do it a couple of different ways. What I recommend is for some people is to eat a little bit less carbohydrates and fats every single day so it's not as noticeable to you. And then when it comes to the weekend, you've already got some calories saved up, because at the end of the day, alcohol and drinks contain calories. And when you're having calories, whether it come from food, whether it come from drinks, it's still going to be the same amount. It's still going to equal weight gain if you have too many calories during the day. So if you think about it, if every single day you said, I'm going to skip out on that 200 calorie, whatever it be, 200 calories worth of food, and you just slowly put it in every day, well then when it comes to Saturday, that's 1200 calories. And that's about 4 drinks or 5 drinks you could have. Now I know that's not a lot because drinks are very, very high in calories, but you don't have to stress about it. So saving your calories is one way that I recommend to people do it. Now it's not 100% like it works perfectly, but it does give you that little bit of leeway. If you're someone who would rather eat food more during the week and you don't want to say that's 100 calories, then what I would recommend is choosing one day where you go super, super low calories. So maybe you're going to go out on a Saturday night, don't eat as much during the day. Focus on just protein and veggies, and then all the calories you save up, you can go and enjoy them with your alcohol. And that's another way you can do it. It just depends on what's going to work for you. For me, I would like to take away small things during the week instead of noticing one big day where I just don't have a lot of food. But it also depends on whether you're going to go out and binge too, because all these things play up. It's not just the drinking that affects people, it's the drinking mixed with the soft drinks, mixed with the binge eating, mixed with having the hangover food the next day. All those things add up over time. So you need to make small changes. So if you've done the first thing, we plan when you're going to do it. And then the second thing is reducing the amount of calories you're going to consume, whether it be during the week or whether it be on one day. You're already starting to get yourself in the right direction where you can have a few drinks and they won't be as detrimental to you. Now the third thing I want to talk about is choosing your drinks wisely. So choosing your drinks wisely is really going to affect how many calories you're consuming during the day. So if you think about it, if you have a vodka with Coke Zero, it's going to save you about 150 calories than if you had a vodka with Coke. And then the cocktails that are about 200 to 300 calories each, if you change them to straight liquor, you're saving yourself a lot of calories. And so you need to be able to make the switches. You want to be a switcher when it comes to drinking. Stick to girly drinks like people say or whatever, but at the end of the day, you can still enjoy yourself, get a buzz on, and not gain a lot of calories and not gain a lot of weight if you stick to avoiding calories. So what you need to do is swap out the fizzy drinks and get the diet. So if you're going to get a Coke, get a Diet Coke, get a Coke Zero, get a Sprite Zero, get those things that contain no calories. People argue about whether they're healthy or not. At the end of the day, you're drinking alcohol, it's not the most best decision, so I'll leave that decision up to you. But if you want to save about 100 to 200 calories worth of fizzy drinks, cut out all the soft drink that's not 0 calories. The second thing, no cocktails, none of that stuff, because at the same time, you're getting sugar, you're getting all these added benefits. Yes, they taste sweet in the moment, yes, they taste great, but if you're trying to lose weight, you have to make those small sacrifices. Life's not going to let you do everything you want and still lose weight. You can't drink alcohol and have cocktails and eat whatever you want because it doesn't work like that, unfortunately. You still got to make small sacrifices. So cut it out a lot of the crap, sticking to the straight liquor, sticking to your vodka, red wine, which is another good option. And when you get beer, get a low carb beer, because beers are high in carb. It's the same type of thing. Whether you get 30 grams of carbohydrates from food, whether you get 30 grams of carbohydrates from alcohol, at the end of the day, that equals 120 calories, and that goes into your body, and your body's going to use that to put on weight if you have too many. And then the big 3 steps you guys can take away from it. So preparing ahead of time, reducing the amount of calories you're eating, and then making sure you choose smart choices like your straight liquor, your straight alcohol, and choosing low carb beer are simple ways for you guys to be able to start losing weight and still drink. And do it in moderation at the end of the day, guys. Don't go out and binge drink, because I can tell you all these little hints and tricks, but if you go out and have 10 or 12 drinks and then go and have a big binge, and then go and have like a big greasy meal afterwards, then it's not going to get you towards where you want to go. So think about the small sacrifices you can make over time, and then you're going to start seeing results. Now that's the alcohol bit. I want to cover really quickly in the next video that I want to share with you guys about the food and how to make the best choices. So guys, I hope the video is informative. If you have any questions, make sure to comment down below. Also, if you're stuck with trying to get that summer body and you know you need to take it to the next level, then what you need to do is click on the link below to learn about my summer body challenge. Till next time, speak to you then.